with it. We didn't want to hear that.
No,
Luckily he left.
Do you think queer women are like attractive?
Queer? What do you mean queer?
There's a lot of that career.
Yeah.
Like money making career bitches.
Are they attractive?
Do I think they're attractive?
men.
Humbled one, yes.
But are they humble though if they've built themselves up
Nah, they
to
ain't
get
really
a career?
humble, to be honest with you. So fuck that. I ain't fucking that bitch. She better eat my pussy. I'll tell you that much. I don't think.
Whose man's is this, bro?
Who man?
Whose man's is this?
Yeah, I gotta ask. Are you under the influence of any drugs or anything?
No.
Are you drunk?
I have been drinking Hennessy. I have.
Hennessy?
Just Hennessy.
You're high on life, huh?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, we got some more chats here. Oh, you want to go into this some more? Oh my goodness. This panel's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, I guess the thing is, yeah, girls will waste your time if you don't properly vet them and get rid of them if they're wasting your time. Because, I mean, there should never be a situation where this is my thing. You should never be dating a girl on her terms.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Because when you date a girl on her terms, she'll do dumb shit, make you wait forever. 3 weeks, maybe she doesn't like you that much, and you're able to add some kind of value that she's like, okay, I'll go out with this guy because he gets me in the clubs. Like, women are very good at picking out like what the guy offers in value and then like segregating him to that value only. Okay, this guy gets me in clubs, so I'm gonna dangle the carrot a little bit so he can get me in the clubs. This guy pays for really fancy steak dinners that I could take pictures of this nice steak spot. I'm gonna put him in that little thing. Women compartmentalize men into situations that benefit them. And I think as the guy, it's your job to identify, am I being compartmentalized? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this girl, because if you're not getting her best, then you got to throw her to the rest. Yep. Because women are very evil individuals when they put you in a compartmentalized situation, because they're getting what they want from you, but you're not getting anything in return. And then they have the audacity to think, well, you're being around me, as if they're special, or they bring something to the table. And I'll be honest with you. I'm just keeping it that. Most women are stupid. If I'm going to be all the way a million, like a lot of y'all are dumb as fuck. And what I mean by this is, I don't mean dumb as fuck as in social awareness. Women are way smarter than men when it comes to social awareness. But when it comes to like having real conversations about real things, about having an intellectual conversation where you're actually able to derive value in conversing with women, what I've realized is typically the more attractive she is, the stupider she is, unfortunately.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long do you think a woman should wait with a man who's only having sex with her to then be moved into like dating territory? How long do you think a woman should have sex with a man before he's willing to like
if
make
she doesn't
that
get
commitment?
elevated, that's her fault.
What do you mean elevated?
So if a man wants to
same
sleep
thing
with
with a
woman,
man, if you want to go out on so many dates with me, if you don't finish the deal, that's your fault as a man.
It's my job. It's my job to fuck you. It's your job to retain me after I fuck you.
Well, what if I want you to fuck me? What if I want you to make love to me? What if I want you to talk to me?
Wait, are you talking LCR or are you talking like just smashing?
I'm saying it's my job as a man to attain you sexually, and then it's your job as the woman to retain me for a relationship.
So then you think women should fuck on the first
Your
date?
job as a man
It's a
is to
two-way
lead
street.
me.
It's a two-way
It's a two-way street.
How long do you think a woman should wait?
Hold on. What was that?
How long do you think a woman should wait
Wait for what?
How long
to
do you
have sex
stay
with a
after
man
sex?
that she's dating?
Men don't really.
Well, it depends. It's on the girl to have critical thinking skills and be able to assess the value of that man. How quickly can he replace her? What's his sexual market value? How many other women does he have? And then come up with some kind of calculation in her mind of what's reasonable for me with this guy. Because let's keep it 1,000. There's some guys that will wait a week. Some guys that will wait 1 date, 2 dates. Some guys will only wait an hour.
Do you think that she should make him wait as long as possible?
Like forever?
Well, it really depends on the guy. It really does depend on the guy.
Okay.
Because every guy is different. And every guy has different tolerance levels to female games and shenanigans. Some guys have some tolerance, some guys have no tolerance, and it's up to the woman to figure out where that guy stands in the pecking order and act accordingly. Because you might not have the ability or the leverage to play your games with a certain level of guy where you could have played those games with another individual.
So do you think if a woman sleeps with a man too early, do you think that's a turn off for men?
It can hurt you. It absolutely can hurt you. And I think that's where the critical thinking comes in with the woman to figure out, okay, this guy is of this caliber. He has this many women. If I do sleep with him, I need to be able to add value. The problem is this. Girls go in, they go on a date or they fuck him or whatever it is, and they don't add no value. They think, I'm pretty. I'm just going to show up, sit on a date, be boring as fuck, be stupid as fuck, not add to the conversation. And
but what if
that's
that's not you? What if you're a woman who does add to the conversation? What if you're a woman who is capable of having
fantastic,
intelligent discourse?
you're a minority.
Okay, so then in that case,
But most don't.
how long would you wait for a woman like that?
That's
Actually intelligent, can have intellectual discourse with you, and adds
Mommy
value to the
material.
time that you are spending together.
How long would I wait? Maybe 1 to 2 dates, but it depends on the girl. Like it changes. You know what I mean? Like it really changes. Like how much value does she really add? How hot is she really? You know what I mean? How like the more I have to tolerate, the less I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? Because I mean,
Can I ask another question to pivot off of that?
most girls are dumb, dude. I'm just gonna be honest. Like it just would. I mean,
I feel the same way about men, so I think we actually have a lot in common.
Right, but okay.
fair. There are a lot of stupid guys, but women get away with being stupid far longer than men do. Women don't have to be competent. Men do to a degree. It's the successful men that are attractive.
In order to mate with somebody, is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well, what if
since-
that's not your objective? What if that's not your goal as a woman? To mate and have somebody have a partner.
No. I'm saying as a man, you have to be competent. As a woman, you don't.
But I'm saying as a woman, if your objective is not to find a mate, then you do have to be competent, correct? Because you got to do it on your own.
If your objective is to find a mate,
No. My objective is not to, hypothetically speaking, not to find a mate.
okay.
Then
You're
you
going
do have
against
to
your
be
biology
confident.
then, but okay.
Okay, and so is a man who decides not to be with women. You know, there are plenty of men who decide to be single, men who die single.
The difference is that
No, but-
men create excess resources and success, so they're attractive to women, right? Like a man can go ahead and mate later on in life. Matter of fact, men don't get their value until later on in life. Women are on a time clock, though. Like if you don't mate at your peak, you fucked.
But what if that's not my goal? What if my goal is to make money and support myself?
I would argue that's a misled goal.
Oh, well, that's a personal opinion. I think too.
it's
How would that be misled if my ability to, my potential, my earning potential, my resource potential is such a short time period? Then why would I invest all of my time and energy into being valuable for only that short amount of time when I could take that energy and invest it into being confident and a long-term earner for
Okay,
myself?
Let's go. Okay, how about this? Let's go into deductive problem solving.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
What are human beings put on earth to do?
That's a very personal, spiritual question.
In general, what are
general.
human beings put on earth to do? Outside of spirituality and all the other cucamonga junga stuff that people have.
Pay bills and die.
Okay. That's your answer. Pay bills and die. What about you? What do you think? What are human beings put on earth to do?
To reproduce.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
You know,
Reproduce?
Reproduce.
I said the same.
Reproduce?
Reproduce.
Okay. What's your answer now?
I would say like add to humanity. Add to humanity
The answer is to
culturally,
reproduce.
artistically.
The
I mean,
answer is
I
to
would say that's
reproduce.
what animals are put on earth to do. I'm not reducing myself to that standard. I also think that like overpopulation is a real fucking issue. So
Okay. Outside of that opinion, the reality is the fact is human beings are put on earth to reproduce.
but what if reproduction becomes not optimal for just humanity as a whole? Like what if reproduction is actually hurting
There
us
is enough
as
land
humanity?
mass for us to house more people. Just resources would be on some level an issue. However, we can handle it.
I mean, the statistics don't look good. I mean, in terms of our food production, agriculturally, like we already are struggling to feed the people that are on earth as it is. So
Okay. Modern conventions don't necessarily align with hardwired biological traits.
So then at that point, should
Let me
we
give
not
you an example.
reconsider?
You're a successful,
Our
strong woman,
objectives?
correct?
Depends
your
on,
money?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a man that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a man that's stronger than you physically?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a man that earns more money than you?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a man that's smarter than you?
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that these wants that you have are hardwired into you?
No.
They are.
I would say
That's
no
where
because
you're wrong. Hold
I've
on.
also
Stop.
Okay.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
That is what women are attracted to. Every other female here at the table wants that as well. This goes into the fallacy that I talk about that women think that they're special. What you're attracted to is universal across all different demographics, all different religions, etc. In general, women want a man who's better than them in every regard. This is what I mean. And think about this. We live in a very safe world, right? Police, the military, etc. You make your own money. You can
Depending on
provide
who
your own
you are.
security. You can provide all the things that a man can provide to you, correct? but why do you still want a man that's better than you in every regard?
Well, I mean, may I ask a question conversely?
Please answer the question.
Okay.
Even though you have all the you see where I'm going here.
Yeah, but I would say that you're talking about preferences, right? That is not ultimately what you make your decisions based on. You don't make your decisions based on preferences. You make it based on experience, right? And so
Those
what if you have two
preferences-
women, one of them's more beautiful, but the other one you think is going to be a better wife and a mother? So which one are you going to choose to mate with?
Men and women have different preferences. You just
So what
deflected
would
what I'm
your-
trying to say.
Okay.
See, let's not get this. What I'm simply saying here, right?
Mhm.
Because you made the argument of like, oh, the world population, overpopulation, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
right? Going back to that,
Mm-hmm.
modern conventions don't change biological hardwiring. You have security, you have police, you don't need a man, you make your own money, you're successful, etc. You have your own degree, yet you still want a man that's better than you.
Modern
Let's-
conventions 100% alter like your primal instincts.
No, they do
yes,
not.
they do. You can't just go out
No,
and
they
murder
do not.
somebody
You
because
just
they piss
literally
you off.
contradicted yourself.
No.
They do not, because I literally asked you, if given the option in your preferences, you still
Yeah.
wanted a man from a hardwiring primal perspective to be better than you in every regard, despite the fact that you have security, lighting, power, everything, all the modern conveniences where you effectively do not need a man. However, if given to your own devices, what do? You want a man who's better than you in every regard. That's what I mean when I say it always comes back to your primal instincts.
I don't equate being taller or physically stronger than me as being better than me.
What?
By definition, it is better than you.
No, it's not.
What?
Because I can provide something that you can't. You want children,
Holy
right?
shit.
That's
But you
so
want
we're
a
talking
man-
about those are your
But attributes that are on you, not action from you. So it's on you.
okay.
So,
So,
by definition, if I'm taller, bigger than you, I'm better than you.
better than me at what?
He could protect
Protecting
you.
you.
Yo,
Protection.
when I went
What the
through the entire list, I said competence, confidence, height, strength,
No, I
etc.
didn't say
Wait,
you didn't say
how tall are you?
competence.
I did say
No,
competence.
you didn't. I didn't
Wait,
say I would want somebody more
Hey,
confident.
Myron, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3", but that's irrelevant.
I
So-
know, but I'm
biologically,
5'1", so
women
therefore
want-
you're not better than me, bro.
Biologically, women.
By your
want
logic, like you're
men.
saying that he's like, you compare us both. If we're to duke it out, he's gonna pummel my ass.
I mean,
That's- you
yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
that's I don't think that necessarily means better. I think that's a really generalized term.
Well,
Yo,
Stronger
this is-
could beat my ass. Yeah, 100%.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo,
So-
Love you.
look. I need you to apply some critical thinking skills and get out of your feelings for 2 seconds. On paper, everything I described in a man, you want to be better than yourself. He must exceed you in every attribute that I
I
just
didn't
mentioned.
say that's a must. I didn't say that's a necessity.
But it's
You
to
said
be a
preferences.
caretaker.
Yes.
Would you
those-
like a woman who makes more money than you? Or do you want a
No.
woman who makes less money than you?
No.
And
that's
do you
the
want a woman who's
difference.
hotter than you?
What the fuck?
Do you want a woman who
But beauty
is
has nothing to
Look,
do with
look,
that.
look,
but you're talking about physical standards, right?
Yeah, but the
So
beauty
the taller, stronger,
Let me
beautiful.
here,
those are-
beauty
we're,
against strength is
we're digressing
different.
from this. We're digressing from this. This all started, right? Because you said, I asked you first, why are human beings put on Earth? All the other girls
to reproduce.
understand that it's to reproduce.
I think that's an oversimplification.
You're saying that it's not. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that it is. Because what I'm saying is that you think, well, no, it's not to reproduce because the world is changing. There's too many people anyway, blah, blah, blah. And my argument to that is primal urges override modern conventions.
If that was
And I
true,
use the
then there
example,
would.
stop interrupting. I use the example that your attraction triggers are primal. You want a man that's better than you, despite the fact that you have all the security, all the ability to fend for yourself, etc., but you still want a man better than you. Why is that? Because primal urges always outweigh modern conventions. So that was to defeat your argument that, oh, but the world's being overpopulated. That's irrelevant because human beings are still put on Earth to reproduce. Now,
If
let me
primal-
go. Let me continue on before you try to divert the conversation. We're staying very focused here.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Human beings are put on Earth to procreate. Period. There's a reason why when you're injured, you have these mechanisms to recover, etc. There's a reason why the male sex urge is so strong. There's a reason why once a woman hits a certain age, she starts to get baby rabies. These are naturally put in us because it's to continue the lineage, continue the human race. That's what we're put on Earth to do. Period. That's not up for debate. That's what human beings are here to do, create offspring. Now, with that said,
Oh my god.
now that we've established that human beings are put here to create offspring, okay, what will increase a woman's likelihood of mating?
I mean, I don't agree with your initial statement.
You don't have to agree with a fact, but that is a fact.
Can I?
Because you said modern convention does not outweigh primal urges, then how is law and order exist at all? Why are there people who are gay? Why are there people who literally are not attracted to, cannot get it up for a woman?
Yeah, but those are still the minority.
That's a gross. The homosexual population is like 1 or 2%. I'm talking about the overwhelming majority. Listen, you're trying to take away what I'm saying. This is a fact. Human beings are put on earth to procreate. That's how it's been since the beginning of time.
Then why are there so many humans that don't procreate?
Because they can't.
They're still a minority. Can I tell you something that
Well,
happened to
women,
me when I was
hold on. Like 80-90% of women.
And are still happy. They're still fulfilled human beings and they don't have to procreate.
Okay, look. Women, 80-90% of women since the beginning of time have procreated. About 40% of men have.
Okay. So
What I'm saying is that men don't have the same ability to procreate, but they want to procreate. There's a reason why the male sex urge is so strong and baby rabies is a real thing for women.
And so what is the point you're trying to draw from that?
That human beings are put on earth to procreate.
I just still disagree.
You don't have to disagree, but you don't have to
Because
agree with
there
the
are
fact.
human beings that exist on earth and are still fulfilled human beings that do not
They're
procreate.
still the
So
minority.
That's the
Speaking
minority.
Generally.
That's the
But-
minority. Most women,
you can't just
Again, I'm just
brush
trying to
over
tell
the
you,
minority.
I'm 32 years
And you
old.
can
2
say, like-
years ago, I didn't want to have
This
kids.
is
I didn't
incredible.
want to have kids. Two years ago, I started to want to have kids.
But there's even
My entire
minorities
life,
who
I
want to
didn't-
have kids.
That's what I'm trying to
Like,
say. My
there's
entire life,
gays
I
trying
did
to
not want to
adopt
have children.
Children.
30 hit. Baby rabies is a real thing. I didn't know I was gonna have it,
Yeah.
and now I have it. Now I'm like,
this is what I
yo.
mean. when-
Yeah,
So
that's
and
true.
I don't say this to just give him kudos. I'm saying this because I love and adore you, and you don't realize yet that what he's saying, he's trying to put you on. He's not trying to hurt you or attack you or condemn you. He's trying to get you to open your eyes, because us women, like she said earlier, we have so many emotions. We can't see clearly and we can't self-regulate our emotions. We actually look at men to try and make us feel a type of way. That's why we fall for stupid shit. But if you actually self-regulate your emotions, you'll understand what he's saying. Baby rabies is a real thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to look at now I see babies. I'm like, oh, baby.
Yeah, I went got
Oh, baby.
studied.
And I'm
but
Latina. Like,
happened.
it's terrible.
I also
Yeah.
think that wanting to be a mother is something very different from wanting to procreate.
No, it's
You can
the same-
still be a
Right.
mother. You can adopt children.
Yeah, but
you
it's
know,
still
like,
procreate. That's it. Put
that's
that
not
in-
procreating.
The
If
fact
put that-
is, you
if I
don't
can't
want
have
to, but you
children
feel
and
you
I
want,
adopt,
just like
that's still
that.
procreating. Just because
No,
I
it's
can't.
not.
The motherly instinct comes from the process of procreation. Adopting children is a modern adaptation to the need to procreate when a woman does not have the ability to facilitate herself. If a woman who's given two options, your own child or adopting, 99% of women would prefer their own child. Please exercise some critical thinking. Human beings are put on the earth to procreate. That's a fact. Okay. That's a fact. Now, I don't care what you agree with
Okay,
or what you don't.
go
That's a
ahead.
fact. That's biology. That's human beings, period. Okay. Now, two different things, right? What do women need to do to procreate?
Have sex.
No. But besides that, what increases their chances of procreating?
Flirt.
Makeup.
Talk to man.
Look at pretty.
Kiss.
Be attractive, correct? Would it be fair to say that a woman's primary agency is her beauty? You said this earlier,
You're right.
right?
I'd say culturally, that's what we are learned to equate our value to. Yes.
Okay, so the answer is yes.
Yes.
Now, what does a man need to do to procreate?
Be a man.
Have status.
Have sex.
Have status.
No,
have
be a
money.
man. Spartan,
Be able
you
to
know,
come.
have
Have potent sperm.
No, it is
Don't put your laptop
You
on
have
your,
to-
on your
no.
lap.
It's
Don't make your count go
creating
down.
excess resources, being strong,
Yeah.
being a leader of men,
Yeah.
being dominant, being aggressive, being able to protect yet still provide. You being able to procreate for a man, you need to have a bunch of things in place.
I
Correct?
know a lot of baby daddies who have none of that in place.
Well, we ain't talking about
Okay.
the
But those are women who
talking
fell
about
for
men
men's
But
in
lies.
general.
the
Again,
women think that the guys have
again.
the
Lord.
For the optimal situation, he needs to have things in place to get the best woman for him.
You do realize, right, that we live in the United States, right?
Last time I checked.
Yes. So what if I said, what if you said world hunger exists?
Mhm.
And I said, no, it doesn't, because I know everyone I know eats food. Wouldn't I sound stupid
And what are you trying to equate that to? That I
to
said.
your statement that you just made now? I know a bunch of baby daddies that fuck. That's retarded. That does not change. That does not refute the fact. Just because your friends eat around you does not mean that world hunger does not necessarily exist. In other words, the world is much bigger than your own personal experiences or people that you know anecdotally.
Okay, so let's talk statistically. Let's talk about statistically how many men
Well, I'm trying
are
to get
low
there.
income men. You know, actually, it's actually much more common for men who are of low income status to have multiple children.
It's
with
from the
multiple
same-
different women.
Wait, tell her, tell her.
I mean, in America, like everywhere.
You're missing the point, and you're diverting the conversation into a nonsensical
No, because you're
portion.
saying that's what a man needs to be able to procreate is to have money, success, confidence. No, because there's lots of men who are
It
literally the
increases-
lowest income
look,
bracket
Myron,
who
what
have
percentage of
multiple
women
children
came
with
from
multiple
men?
women.
It increases a man's likelihood of mating when he has these things in place. Okay, just like a woman that's attractive is able to increase her likelihood of getting a higher status mate by being more pretty. I'm not saying that ugly women can't mate and loser men can't mate. However, your
And now-
chances go up significantly the more beautiful you are as a woman and the higher status you are as a man.
So now are we
Period.
talking about mating or
Now-
procreating?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. Because lots of men procreate with multiple women without ever mating with them, without ever actually
Not
having
lots
a
of men.
relationship.
So select men, and it's one man for multiple women.
Once again, just because contraception exists now does not mean that you're not hardwired to look for certain things in the opposite gender. Contraception is a relatively new thing, but before, right, women had to be more select. Well, even now, women are still fairly selective on who they have sex with because being pregnant, right, is an invasive thing that's very laborious for a woman. The mating process for a woman has more risks than for a man.
Yeah, but you also some people stand to gain financially from having children, especially women.
Oh God.
I love you.
I
Okay.
love that you stand on
Let
your
me
shit.
go. No. She's just dumb. Like, if I'm going to be 100% respectful, she's lacking critical thinking skills.
You're
And
just
she's
mad
arguing
because
to
I've had a
argue.
contradiction to every single thing that you've
No,
said.
No,
An accurate one,
you-
something that actually has basis.
No. What you've done basically is you say, oh, well, let me deflect the argument on something that is a minority, an exception to the rule, or I've experienced myself.
Because you
Not
are
looking at the big picture.
overgeneralizing. You are generalizing
world
all your
operates
statements.
on
That's not,
generalities.
that's not critical thinking, bro.
No.
Generalizing all your statements is not critical thinking.
It's absolutely critical thinking
No, it's
because
not.
you're able to look outside of your own individual situation and look at how the world really works.
If you're looking outside of your own individual situation, you should be able to say, okay, well, not everybody. I'm not generalizing. There are people who are not like that. This
But that's a
system is-
minority. But that's a minority. I'm
That's-
talking about the world operates on
Okay,
generalities.
Are you a minority?
What does
It's a
that have to do with the
generality.
conversation?
I'm just asking. Are
It's
you a minority?
generality, to be
Yes,
honest.
I'm a minority.
Okay, so
And a
would you
generality.
appreciate if people completely overlooked you whenever they're
Can you
making
stop-
generalized
can you stop
statements?
randomly talking. What are you saying?
What the?
I'm saying, as someone who's a minority, would you stand here quietly while somebody made incredibly generalized statements and that did not include you?
The
Or-
world operates on generalities.
Not true. The world operates on exceptions just as much as it does
Yep.
generalities.
But his audience
That's
is
how
towards
the
an entire
exceptional are created.
But
See,
his,
see, look, man. If you don't understand that the world operates on generalities, then we can't even have
a
we
debate.
can't
Yeah.
even have a discussion because
Yeah.
you're too low IQ to understand how the world really works. The world doesn't work on exceptions. If the world worked on exceptions, there'd be Braille everywhere because hey, man, blind people
There is
are
Braille everywhere, you fucking idiot.
No,
There's
it's not.
Braille on every
No, it's
single
not. It's not
elevator,
every,
all
it's
the
not, it's not
stores.
every single
Where?
building. It's not everywhere,
Where's bro?
right? And then is it everywhere in the United States? Is it everywhere else in the world?
Go to the
It's not
elevator.
everywhere.
Down the
It's
hallway.
not everywhere.
The
It's not
Braille's right
everywhere.
there. You know what?
Certain
the
buildings
shit,
might have it, but not every single building
you
has
know the
Braille.
shit on a fucking sidewalk before you hit the crosswalk where it's like bumpy? That's for blind people. It's at every single crosswalk you go to.
But is that everywhere?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
Go
not
to any
everywhere.
fucking crosswalk in the city. They all have it because yes,
Or
the world
handicap
does
ramps everywhere.
they have to be. If you have a public place, if you have a place of business, it has to be handicap accessible.
It's not everywhere though.
If you have a place of business.
No, it's not.
It has to be a certain square footage and it applied to certain ordinances, but it's not always required, is my point. The world operates on generalities. There's steps. There's not handicap rails everywhere. There's not handicap bathrooms everywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. The world is not made for exceptions to the rule. The world is made for generalities.
I mean, by your definition, the chair you're sitting in right now, let's say people are 400 pounds, that's not made for them. Where's their chairs? Generally, it's people that are a certain weight.
Okay, but so to say, like, if I wanted to come here and it was not handicap accessible, I could sue you, right? For
No.
being no?
it's not a
the
public
building
place.
isn't theirs.
No, you
All right.
would
It's
not
incredible.
be invited at all. I'm like, you're fat.
Yo.
Don't come onto a show. Don't come.
Anyway, let me go back because I'm just gonna explain this because I'm not gonna finish explaining this and then you can go ahead and make whatever nonsensical argument you want to make. The point I'm trying to make, right, is that human beings are put on earth to procreate. So therefore, since human beings are put on earth to procreate, what increases your chances of procreating for the two genders? As a woman, be more beautiful. As a man, acquire more resources. So it would behoove you to do what's in your best interest to procreate. For a man, acquire more resources. For a woman, be more pretty. Fantastic. Now, here's the thing, right? As a woman, acquiring resources and money, that's cool, but does it necessarily increase your chances of procreating? Not to the same degree as it would for a man acquiring resources and status. Same thing. If I'm a guy and I'm attractive to a degree, I'm handsome, right? And I prioritize that, that's cool, but is it going to increase my chances of procreating at the same level as if I chase resources? No, it won't, because women don't value beauty as much as men value beauty in women. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. A very handsome broke man is the functional equivalent to a very successful woman that isn't that attractive. Both genders don't give a fuck about the other commodity that the other one has because men and women look for different things. So going back to completely bring this full circle, because you're not a critical thinker, you said, I'm going to chase status and money, etc. Fantastic. But it does not help your bottom line of being able to procreate. Now let's go a step
I didn't
further.
say that I was going to chase status and money.
That's
you asked
exactly
if that
what
was,
you said.
you said it was that my preference. I said yes. That doesn't mean that's what I'm going after and what I'm chasing.
Quite literally what you said, because you said, I'm getting money so I could create my own security. And I said, cool. However, you have a finite amount of time to do that because you're 29 now, correct?
No.
How old are you?
26.
26. Okay. So you have a finite amount of time, right, to find a man when you're at your peak. I would argue at this point, you're beyond your peak. 18 to 24 is what men typically want in women, statistically speaking. That's what they want. Men
What'd
want
you get with an
younger,
18-year-old?
Stop interrupting.
What'd you get with an 18-year-old?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
How old are you?
I'm 33. Anyway.
That's not a little weird. I mean, come on, she could be in high school.
If she's 18, she's the baby.
Anyway, so going back to what I was saying, right?
I know.
Besides you're trying to shame, because women will gladly date a man that's 20 years older than them and not bat an eye. But then if I say, okay, I'll date a girl that's 15 years younger than me, that's the problem. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. So, so women have a finite amount of time to find a mate when they're at their peak. So what I argue is that chasing resources as a female is counterproductive to being able to find a man, because you make more money, you get more status, and then you ostracize yourself from the very men, right, that you think that you qualify for, because they don't give a fuck about your status or your money.
I don't need a man to procreate. Number one, I can create my own resources and never.
You absolutely do need a man to procreate.
No.
Hence, procreation is two individuals.
Ever heard of a test tube baby? Ever heard of lesbians? Like,
again, a modern convention to solve an old word. What are you doing?
You can't just
Why are you taking my chair? That's a modern solution for an old world problem. Like I said before.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
that's cool. You could come up with that solution, but most normal women want to have a man by their side and have a family with that man. They don't want to have a test tube shoved in their vagina, have a child artificially without a man there. You cannot apply your nonsensical worldview on a majority of women who would not want that. Most women would not want to chase a career, not want to make a bunch of money, not ostracize themselves out of the sexual marketplace. They want a man that's successful, that could take care of them. That's what they want. And if they have to get a career to do it, they'll do it to a degree. But at the end of the day, we've proven that already. Women will leave the workforce if the man is right. So is it really in a woman's best interest to chase a career and status when the bottom line is to procreate with the highest status man that you can get? No.
But as a woman
this
in
all flew over your
business,
head because you're dumb. It's
all right, if you're gonna call me dumb, I'm gonna stand the fuck up and walk out.
Get the fuck off the
All
show.
right, fuck
you are
bitch.
dumb. You are dumb. You are literally dumb. We need to go back to telling people that they're dumb.
God damn, it took you like what, 3 hours?
Holy shit.
What, 2 hours?
No, she is dumb. We need to go back to telling women they're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
I don't know why. Here, you can I don't know what you're doing, adjusting yourself on camera. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Don't.
Shove it up your fucking ass.
Just leave. Just fucking leave.
All right, there you go.
You embarrass yourself in front of 30,000 people.
Yep. Here you go. I don't know what she's trying to do with this mic, but
I don't know what she's trying to do either. Can you stop fucking talking, dude? No, I'm not rude as fuck. I just have a low tolerance for stupidity, which you've been exhibiting a bunch of. That's what it is. We need to go back to telling people that they're stupid. You are very low IQ. You don't have critical thinking skills. You've been diverting the arguments. You've been arguing in bad faith, and I'm calling you out on it. You're stupid. Okay? That's literally what it is. You are stupid.
That's a great argument, buddy.
I think we've proven that now over the course of a few hours that you are, in fact, stupid.
Put your shoes on outside.
You are low IQ. That is what it is. We just need to go back to telling people they're dumb.
All right, she's gone.
All right. Thank God, man.
It only took 2 hours, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, arguing in bad faith, whatever. I think whatever.
Bro,
that was painful.
You did.
Dude, you leave too. Get the fuck out of here, man. Holy shit. Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah, just leave. Yeah, just leave.
You're a clown. Just leave.
Yeah.
Yes, you. Yeah. Incredible.
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, just leave.
Okay, Daddy, I'll leave.
Yes, leave.
What is she on?
Bro, she on drugs or some shit, bro. Yeah, she popped the Molly before the show or something, bro. I don't know what's going on.
What she's on, bro.
Bitch
Come on,
retarded.
yeah, sweating.
Dog.
Yeah,
this is-
Zena, can you record her, please? All right, cool. Make sure
I
I
have
can't
like
see from here.
Nigga, bitch is on some shit, man. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I feel like you guys didn't even get to talk that much. It's just like, damn, like, holy shit, dude.
Embarrassment, man. Like,
Zena,
bro, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, there's literally girls out there in the world that like this bitch had a degree. This one over here is like, what the like
Well, she's a rapper too, so I mean, that
yeah, fair enough. But she has a degree, nigga. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, bro, holy shit. Yo, just put your shoes on outside. Take your bag, take your phone, put your shoes on outside. All right? Like, just put them on outside.
the classic line.
Put your shoes on outside. Like, you're creating a scene for no reason. You're just making yourself look foolish. Take your bag, take your phone, put your shoes on outside.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Put my shoes inside.
No, you're going to put your shoes outside.
Inside.
Okay.
My shoes are inside, so I'll put my shoes inside.
In the fucking clown world. I'm going to put my shoes inside.
Oh,
That's her last act of defiance, making yourself look stupid. Here, look,
It's always-
I'm trying to give you a tidbit here. We're gonna record your dumb ass and put you on locals.
There you
You
go.
look stupider when you sit in the apartment. Bro, this is why black women are the lowest on the dating totem pole, bro.
I
This
mean-
is the truth, bro.
Always
They
are
literally
black
get the
queens, bro.
lowest rating on dating apps, and that's a fucking fact because of fuckery like that. Anyway,
It's always our black queens, man.
yeah, always embarrassed. Hey, we got a white chick. Hey, equal opportunity, bro.
Both.
Yeah, we'll kick both out.
Okay, so back to the regular programming.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.
We got some rumble rants. Or
Like the white chicks are delusional as fuck and dumb, and then the black chicks just don't want to leave. It's
I just feel bad for the girls because they couldn't really talk that much. But
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
we'll give it
okay.
a chance now.
Oh, wait,
well,
I mean,
you know, now that they're gone, yeah, let's get their thoughts on the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah,
What
okay.
are y'all thoughts on that situation? Keep it 1,000.
You want to talk?
Honestly, that was really crazy.
What was?
Because her speaking about all the minorities, it's not really valid because it's a less percentage.
Mhm.
Talking about in general, a majority of people. Let's say
Common sense.
Myron.
let's say that everybody here wants to go ahead and be in a race, right?
Mm.
And there's someone with a disability. Oh, but they should have one for them. Like have people pull them on a wheelchair. That's the only person that has a disability.
Right.
Like,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. What are your thoughts on this?
The same as her. I mean, I get it. It's just she's really young. She's like 26, and she doesn't. And I understand.
That's not young.
It's not young at all.
It's young.
That nigga old.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying
No,
to be
but I
nice.
think
like
it's
her.
young,
I'm
you
trying to
know?
be nice.
Yeah, but being nice and being
We
honest.
need to go back to bullying, I think.
Yeah. Two different
Yeah, but
things.
If someone,
Bullying,
if she had a brother that told her you're fucking dumb, she would have been like, you know what? Maybe like think twice. But yeah,
I bet no one's ever told her
a
that.
brother or dad. Yo, you could tell
I
the
think
girls that
she's
have a
taking it
father figure in their life.
personal.
What?
I think she's taking it too personal because she kept making like more
more
and more.
emotional.
Like
I
you
think
said,
she wants to
I
prove
love what you
yourself,
said,
you
but,
know, when you want to prove it all the time. She wants to say, I'm good, I mean, amazing. When you try to do that, she wants to say all the time, say, I know that I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I know everything about the life. I think she wants to prove it all the time.
I think it was very much like a stereotypical woman, like she has to be right.
She didn't
It
want to
was
be
very
wrong.
emotional.
Yeah,
When she got
yeah.
defensive, she started calling you like a fucking bitch. Like
That's why I was saying emotion. She's showing.
Yeah,
her
she's so
feelings.
emotional.
it wasn't like you're talking
All
space.
the arguments
on,
were
like,
emotional.
yeah, instead of facts and statistics or like general.
She needs to go to therapist. Yes.
Well, she did say
I
she was.
think
She was dealing with therapy.
She was.
Yeah.
What about you? Thoughts on this?
My mic is muted.
Yeah.
clearly.
What was that?
I don't think she really understands you clearly
Mm.
in a way because when you were talking, I understood you, but she kept like coming back.
She had to
Yes.
be right.
Yeah.
She couldn't
she
lose
was
the
just trying
argument.
to, all the time she
Yeah.
wants to, be control what he talking. That's it. This is the point. If he said something right, she wants to say control. If she say something bad, she wants
Contrary,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, this
So-
is the point. Doesn't matter what he says.
Yeah,
She
so
just
she's
want-
moving the goalpost each time.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
give a point
yeah.
to
And the
change the
statement
argument.
was in
Yeah.
general. It was like towards
Yeah, you
her.
kept. There you go. You kept saying general.
Well, she's gone now.
The fuck y'all niggas doing back over there, man? Fix the cameras.
Behind the scenes, guys.
Come on, man. Get with it.
Okay.